Okay, this is the third time me recording this video. Not because of anything specifically, I've rambled too much and I don't get to the fucking point. And I'm sorry. So this is my third and final attempt. Okay. Why am I not a Marine yet? Well, here's some backstory. 1 year ago, let's circle back. What is that? May 3rd, 2023? May 3rd, 2003. Where was I there? I was in military school. Where was I? I was in military school. Yeah. I never thought about the military before. I never gave it much thought. I thought that was for stupid people because I'm so smart. Why would I ever die for a country? Like, I'm so important. I'm a fucking 17-year-old philosopher, like, yeah, fucking shut your stupid mouth, right? But yeah, I'm over there. And the reason I went to the military school is because the whole self-improvement thing that was going on around that time, it was crazy. It was, that's when the internet was really eating it up. So I was like, okay, bet, like I was getting inspired by it. And I was like, I want to be more competitive, this and that. I want to be stronger. I want to be, fit. I want strength, mental and physical. I want nothing to feel like it can stop me. I really fucking wanted to change my life and I really wanted to be someone different. I wanted, like, little tangent here. I know I go on tangents all the time, but like, like when you're in a group of people, you're, out socializing or whatever. This has happened to everybody, right? And you just feel like you don't belong. You feel like, oh, you're the weird one in the situation, or like you're the funny one, you're the joke one, right? Or some shit like that, right? And you're like, okay, this is fucking lame. Like, what the fuck? Who are these like motherfuckers? They think that they're like smarter than me. They think, it's like, this is stupid, right? I wanted to erase that feeling fucking forever. I wanted to never ever feel like that. Not for the sake of like, oh, it hurts my feelings. It's because like, no, nigga. I'm gonna have to bleep that out. No, dude. I want respect, bruh. Like, I want admiration. I want respect. I want people to look at me and be like, you see that, son? That's a man. That's a fucking man right there. I could only dream of having you, my son, turn out like this man right here. Like, like, I want to be perceived not as like great. I mean, I do, right? But like, that's not what I want from everyday people. I want everyday people to see me and be like, okay, yeah, I trust this guy. I respect him. You know? Yeah, he's strong. I can rely on him. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. That's a man. Anyway, so yeah, I'm there. And I'm like, yeah, this is cool. It's just like a regular high school. It's not an actual military school. They don't train you to go to the military. It's not like you have to go, it's just like discipline. It's just military type beat high school. Anyway, yeah, while I'm over there, I'm like, okay, everybody's talking about the military. They're like, dude, yeah, military, that's the way to go, bro. Like, we're all trying to make it rich. We're all trying to like, dude, bro, go military, go military. I'm like, okay, fuck, bet. And like, this wasn't like some shit like, oh, drop shipping or like fucking, it's some stupid like how to make money online. Like, it wasn't like some stupid fad, right? It was like, we were all thinking it. We were like, bro, okay, I could like have a family with this shit. Like, I'll have a career for 4 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, okay, this wasn't a fucking dream, okay? This was a future, okay? This wasn't a dream. This was a future. This wasn't a fucking pipe dream. This wasn't like a shiny object, right? This wasn't shiny object syndrome. This was a career path that I was willing to fucking take. Anyway, I'm like, okay, Air Force. Yeah, Air Force. They're fucking what the fuck do you call it? Their boot camp is 8 weeks. So easy. Okay, bet that. They're they get the most bougie food, the most bougie everything, living lavish, bro, right? It's like, fuck yeah, I like the sound of this. Plus, they get to go everywhere. Not everywhere, right? But like, Japan, Korea, UK, Germany, Spain. I was like, fuck yeah, bro. These are literally all the places I want to go. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Air Force. And I like, it's like, like when you think a happy thought, or like when you're all freaked out and you just think that one thought where it's like, yeah, everything's gonna be okay. It's fine. That was me, bro. That was the sense that I got. Like, oh, Air Force. I'm not gonna be a complete fucking loser after all. I can go to the Air Force. And I'm like, nah. Air Force is gay. Army. Army's the way to go. So I'm like, okay, the Army. Well, I don't know I want to do the Air Force anymore because, first of all, their boot camp is only 8 weeks. What a bunch of fucking pussies. They live it up, lavish. Where's the discipline in that? Fucking pussies. What the hell's the point? What's the point in joining the fucking military if you're not gonna have discipline, right? I was like, fuck that pussy shit, right? My Army, yes, Army, fucking out on the battlefield, right? Out there on land, not behind some fucking computer station in a fucking wherever, right? I was like, yes, okay. And then I found out if the Army's only really going to Syria right now. And no offense to any Syrians, right? But who the fuck wants to go to Syria? Like, what the fuck? No, dude, fuck that. I'm not trying to, like, no. Sorry. Like, I really don't mean to like piss anybody off, but I don't give a fuck about Syria or Syrian culture or the Syrian people. I'm not saying they should die. I just don't care about their culture, and that sounds so arrogant, and that sounds so fucking like the most. I said that like a fucking child. We're like, no, this is dumb. And it's kind of like ironic, hypocritical, I guess you could say, because it's like I love, you know, Spanish, Mexican, French culture, right? Korean, I'm like, this shit is cool, right? So, um, but yeah, everybody's a hypocrite. Anyway, I'm like, okay. Now, if I want to go to Japan, Korea, UK, Germany, Spain, but I also want discipline, what branch should I join? And I was stumped for a second. It's like, fuck. Oh, dude, the Navy, right? See, the Navy, their boot camp is like 1 week longer than the Air Force's, right? But they get to go to Japan, Korea, UK, Germany. I'm like, okay. Okay. I think they even have a station in France. That's either the Air Force or the Navy. I know it's one of them. But I was like, okay. Plus, you get to fucking live on a boat. I'm sure that's gonna suck. But, discipline, right? So I was like, okay. Navy. We're going Navy. And, before all this, before I even realized I wanted to go to the Navy, or before I chose that shiny object, right? I was still into the Army, right? I still want to go to the Army. And I'm all asking and everything. And we could go to MEPS while we were over there. And if you don't know what MEPS is, it's basically where you go to, I don't know if it's the recruiter station or if it's its own building, right? But you go there. I think it's its own building. You go there and you take a piss test. They grab your balls and tell you to turn your head and cough. And they ask you what branch you want to join, and they ask you what is it? What your MOS, like what MOS you want to have. And if you don't know what an MOS is, it's just your job in the military, like your occupation, fucking infantry, mechanic, janitor, fucking yeah. So, and I saw all these kids were going there, right? And I was like, fuck yeah, okay, bet that. Let me do this shit. But I was very, I wasn't caught up on homework at all. And I kept getting in trouble. I was bullying other kids and a bunch of other dumb shit, right? So the counselor was like, why the fuck would I'm not going to help this kid out. He's not even helping himself out. Why should I care more than he does? And that's a good philosophy to have, right? That's kind of everybody's philosophy, but it's also like, it's the way it is. Never fucking forget that. Nobody's gonna try more than you. Nobody will ever care more than you, because it's your fucking life. Everybody's too fucking caught up with their own anxieties to have enough sympathy for someone else's bullshit. So I'm like, okay, fuck. I never got to go to MEPS. I'm graduated. I'm out here, got my GED in my hand. Shake the fucking General of Idaho's hand, which was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Then I graduated on Juneteenth, weirdly enough. So yeah, I'm graduated, and I'm like, okay, well, fuck. I mean, I can just go to the recruiter station whenever. It's not that big of a deal. And besides, I'm not gonna do Army anymore. I'm doing Navy, so it's a good thing I never went to MEPS. Fast forward a couple days later, I go there, recruiter station. It was funny too, because like there's two people right there, right? Two people at the Navy station. And it's funny because, I mean, like, I'm not homophobic. If you know me well, then like, you know this. I'm not, But you know the stereotype, right? That the Navy is gay. It's like, haha, lol. Put a bunch of guys on a boat, send them out to sea for 6 months. At least one of them's gonna turn gay, right? But I mean, I walk in there. There's only two people there. Imagine like the fucking like you the Navy's like, imagine you're a fucking guy who doesn't know anything about the fucking Navy or about the military, and you're just like, well, shit, I'm out of luck. I need money. Fucking, my parents hate me. This and that. I'm getting kicked out. Fuck. All right, I got a kid on the way. Even. Shit. Well, guess be a sailor. Be like Popeye. Be a fucking man. Get out there and fucking pull some ropes or whatever the fuck sailors do. Walk in there. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to talk to the Navy recruiters, please. They come out. Oh my god, so like sorry, but like the two people that they were there were the most fucking faggy, like, okay, so I shouldn't say that, but they were the most like fruity, most like homosexual. It was so funny. I don't know why. It's because it's like, it's so stereotypical, it's so stupid. It's so like, if you're over the age of 20, this isn't funny to you. This isn't even funny to any, like, this isn't funny, okay? If you're watching this, you're probably not laughing right now. But it was like one of those things where it's like, what the fuck? You kind of had to be there, I guess, right? But anyway, yeah, I'm talking to them. I get my shit. I'm like, they're like, okay, take these papers home, finish them, come back. I'm like, bet that. So I go, I take them. What do I do? What do I do as soon as I get home? What do I do? What do I do? I procrastinate a lot. I don't even look at those papers, let alone touch them, let alone fucking do what I should be doing to get where I want to be in life, right? What do? I fucking procrastinate. I ignore it like it's not even fucking there. I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna get to it, right? Fucking idiot. Dumb ass. Dumbass, right? And so now we're talking like mid to late summer, right? Because graduated Juneteenth. Let's cut to September, right? Summer's over. And, well, I'm thinking, like, fuck, I gotta go, Well, I'm actually not thinking that because I'm being a fucking idiot. But I found out some shit about my dad, right? And it fucked with me. Like, it fucked with me a lot. And I was fucking devastated. I did not look at him the same way anymore. I didn't look at my mom the same way anymore. I fixated on everybody's parents' relationship, which I already did that growing up. I mean, I always wanted the typical nuclear family, fucking mother, father, and son, right? But like a lot of, like everything, not everything, but a lot of shit made sense now finally after figuring out that piece of information. And I'm just gonna save it for another video because it's its own fucking topic, right? It's you know, otherwise I'd be here for a fucking hour. But I figured that shit out, and it hurts. It fucking hurts, dude. I felt so lost. I felt abandoned. I felt like literally just abandoned, dude. I felt like shit. I felt like a victim of circumstance, you know. Feeling like a victim is never good. So, if you ever feel like one, don't give it any more life than you have to. Because at the end of the day, we may be victims of stuff that has happened to us, but that doesn't make us victims. You feel me? Yeah. That's not us. That's just some shit that happened to us. And yeah, I not only was that happening, but I was noticing that my friends didn't really like. I sound like such a fucking generic, stereotypical pity party motherfucker, but I saw my friends don't fucking like. I mean, obviously they'd care for me, right? They'd be like, "What's up, dude?" Or like, "Fuck, you want to talk?" Or like, you know, shit like that. Obviously, and I'd be like, "Here, bro, have some free weed," or like, take some of these mushrooms, or like whatever, right? But I was like, I mean, I was always like the joke friend of the friend group, and like every fucking friend group has it, and if you don't know who it is, then it's probably you, dude. Um, and it's not cool. Like I get it. It's kind of like our human nature as men to just like tease and be like, I'm better than you, right? Like I get it. I do that shit all the time. Um, but fuck, dude, like it started to take a toll on me. I was like, God fucking damn it. Because like the biggest reason why I joined this whole started that whole self-improvement bullshit 2 years ago was because I was so tired of not feeling like, I just rambled about it a second ago. Like, I want like people to look at me and be like, that's a man, like that, whatever, right? I'm tired of not feeling like I don't have every fucking little ounce of confidence and style and achievement and pride and strength and fucking whatever that I should have, right? I'm so tired. I was so fucking tired of feeling like I didn't have it. I felt so inadequate. And my friends were just walking all over me, and like my best friend's girlfriend, she didn't like me because I fucking like because like she said I was like a fucking womanizing sleazebag or whatever, because I mean I kind of was. I'm not gonna fucking lie to her or lie to you guys. And always trust a woman's intuition, because their intuition is a million times stronger than that of a man's. Don't even think about it. Don't be like, oh, girls are dumb. Yeah, no, girls are way more intuitive than any fucking man on earth, you know. And I like to think that I can be intuitive, right? I like to consider myself an intuitive guy, but compared to them, I'm fucking nothing. Anyway. So, yeah, and like my friend, my best friend, he was walking all over me for rides and shit. Like at this time, I didn't even have my own car. Like this shit, I didn't even have it. I was repping my mom's fucking minivan, and it was like a bunch of shit, like, oh, my girlfriend needs a ride, this and that, and like just a bunch of dumb shit that at the end of the day, it's not even like worth fucking mentioning, because it's so insignificant. It's like a little girl looking for like, oh, and then he did this, and then he said that. It's stupid, right? So I'm just gonna stop wasting my fucking breath on it. Anyway, I felt so miserable. I felt like a fucking loser. I felt like I wasn't ever fucking gonna be anything, and I felt like I was just like meant to be this little fucking sheep. I was meant to be this little fucking tiny dog. I was meant to be this spineless fucking mess. Just fuck me, just spit on me, just fucking kick me to the side. Just fucking kill me, right? Um so I tried to fucking kill myself. I tried to OD. I don't know why I always forget fucking details. I guess maybe this one's excusable because I was under an altered state. I tried to kill myself. I think it was, I don't even want to say how many milligrams it was, because I don't even fucking remember. I think one capsule was like 200 milligrams. I don't fucking know. Maybe that sounds stupid. Maybe you're thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I don't know that much about pills, but they were SSRIs, and I forget what they're fucking called, but I know that they started with an L, and I think Kanye used to fucking take them. Whatever fucking SSRI starts with the letter L, fucking write it in the comments, and it's probably it. Um. Anyway, yeah, those were old fucking SSRIs, by the way. I know you can't join the military if you're on pills, so like I knew that. I wasn't even on pills. Those were from like forever ago, right? When I was in rehab. I'll tell the rehab story one day, because I think that's a story worth telling. Definitely it is. That's definitely a story that's definitely a time in my life that had an impact on me. Um but anyway, yeah, fucking try to kill myself, tell the doctor, yeah, this and that. My mom kind of walks in on me. Like, dude, in the last second I was like, dude, I don't want to fucking die. What the fuck did I just do? So I'm like stumbling, bro. Fucking walking out of the bathroom, fucking after snorting all of them. Fuck. Where's my phone? Shit, where's my phone? Fuck. Fuck. Oh, I'm getting really tired. Like, I'm gonna fucking. If I don't find my phone, I'm gonna. Oh. And then, like, I find it, right? They didn't go exactly like that. I don't even fucking remember. I just remember being really scared, right? There wasn't no, oh. Maybe there was. Who fucking knows? Anyway, I find my phone. I call my mom. I'm like, yeah, mom, fucking, can you please pick me up? I'm like dying. I took a bunch of pills. Please, I need to go to the hospital. So she comes, like, 5 minutes later or something. I'm just sitting there waiting for 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, she's not gonna make it. I'm gonna die before she gets here. My mom is gonna have to fucking find my dead corpse. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. And I'm just like laying on the fucking bathroom floor, dude. Literally just like. No. Why? Like, fucking dying, dude, right? I shouldn't even say dying. It makes me sound like such a pussy. I wasn't actually dying. I was getting ready to die. But that's pretty much dying, right? I don't fucking know. My mom finds me. She helps me up. I'm all fucking like on her like this. Like, not a pretty fucking sight. Takes me to the hospital. I tell them what happened. I puke my fucking guts out, right? And it's all like yellow fucking nasty fucking puke, and there's like chunks in it, chunks of fucking pills. It's disgusting, bro. And like, I stayed the night there, right? And I told them it was a suicide attempt. I stayed the night there. I'm all comfortable. Watching YouTube videos, got my blanket and everything. I got like oatmeal and shit. What a fucking scumbag I am. I'm chilling, living it up like, oh, look at me. And my fucking mom's probably crying her fucking eyes out. All my siblings are like, what the fuck? No fucking way. No way. He like, there's no way he did that. What the what? What? You know? Yeah. Then I get picked up in the morning and I get sent. This video might be too fucking long. Fucking goddamn it. I talk way too much. I get picked up in the morning. I get sent to a mental hospital. Mental hospital. I'm like, oh, this is fucking interesting, right? And then I get to leave after a week. And I'm like, yay. I go straight to the Marines recruiter's office. And I'm like, can I join the Marines? And they're like, why are you dressed like that? I'm like, oh, I just got out of the mental hospital. Mental hospital for what? I'm like, well, to be honest, sir, I made an attempt on my life a week ago. And he's all, okay, I'm gonna have to talk to my boss about that. You may not be able to join now, just because you said that. I'm like, what? No way. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like he walks into the other room, gets on the phone, right? I'm like, no way. This is just like God fucking scaring me, like being like, hey, careful. You got away with it this time, but next time, you can't screw up like that again. Right? I thought it was just one of those moments where God's like giving you a warning, smacking you on the wrist, right? I was like, yeah, I'm lucky like that. God fucking loves me. He comes back, he's like, yeah, my boss said no. Sorry, kid. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, my whole world is shattered. I go home and I was talking to the Navy recruiters, remember, like all that time ago. So I hit them up because I still have his phone number. And I'm like, hey, I'm back on Team Navy, you know, let's get this. And he's like, oh, sorry, but because of the decision that you made, now you can't join any branch. I'm like, what the fuck? Because you know, all the recruiter station, it's all one building, right? All the different branches, and they kind of talk to each other, and they like if there's a name that kind of like needs to be known, you know, that they'll tell each other, right? So I guess I'm on a fucking list of people who can't join the armed forces. Um, but yeah, I was fucking devastated, and I was like, yeah, dude, I raped my future. Because like I said earlier, this wasn't a fucking dream. This wasn't a fucking pipe dream, okay? This was my fucking future. And you know what I did? I raped my future, okay? I fucking raped it. I grabbed it by the fucking hair and I fucking raped it, dude. And I threw it in the trash. That's what I did to my future. Like growing up, I was always like, fuck, like shit. Or no, actually, hold on. Growing up, I was always like, yeah, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Whatever. You know, this is America. I can do what I want. You know, like my career can be fucking whatever the fuck I want. You know, I can't believe we all get told that as fucking kids. Like, why would you? You're gonna like you can't build a fucking nation on like just dreamers, you know. Like everybody's got a dream, but like not everybody can be famous. Otherwise, yeah. Like, anyway, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then COVID happens, and I start to grow up a little bit, and everyone on the internet is talking about how depressing the world is these days, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't just like be famous. I need stability. I need a really, really fucking high paying job. Like I need like how am I gonna get a house? I know I want kids. I'm gonna have a wife. Right? Like I'm gonna have to like not only like have a good enough job to like raise all these kids, but like one where I can still like make money so that I can still have time off, so I can still spend time with my wife so that she doesn't lose interest in me and we eventually get a divorce, right? Like all these fucking random things, right? I'm like, fuck, fuck, fuck. And while I'm over there at the military school, I'm like, military, okay. See, they got discipline. I've always wanted that. Structure, I've always wanted that. Money, crazy money. I've always wanted that. I need it, you know. A fucking career, education, travel. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Army's for me, bro. Go Army, right? I was like, yes. And then I was like, no, fuck. I can't join the military. And then I'm like so fucking miserable, and for like a month I'm just lost. I'm like, what the fuck? What like I'm like fuck, dude. You know all those little proofs that you fucking give yourself of like why you don't belong or why you're actually a piece of shit or why you're a weasel or a burden on your family. I was like, well shit. This just fucking makes that shit tenfold, bro. Because now I can't even do anything about it. I can't prove it that I'm not this, right? Like I can't like I was so fucking ready, bro. I was gonna go there. Not only was it all those things that I listed, travel, work, whatever, right? It was gonna be proof, bro. And I know this is a very immature mindset of like, prove them wrong, prove them wrong. Like, no, dude, you fucking just prove yourself right. You know, it's that simple, right? But like, I was gonna go and I was gonna prove all these dumbasses wrong, bro. I was gonna be like, yeah, you thought I was a fucking loser. You thought I was a fucking nothing, bro. Look at me. I'm a high achiever. I have more money than you. I'm younger than you. I have more fucking money than you. I have a job. I have fucking kids. I have a wife, bro. Look at me. I'm 23 years old. I already have every fucking little thing that I fucking need to be like, you know, there's like 28-year-olds, there's 40-year-olds living in fucking like sheds, working out pizza places, bro. Fuck that, bro. Like, look at me. I made it. I made it, you know? And then, like, fuck. I didn't. And now I have to be a civilian. But a month or two later, my mom is out shopping, right? And she meets this old woman, right? And I don't even know who this person is, right? And she asked my mom, "Hey, is Kenneth still interested in like being a Marine? What happened to that?" She's all, "Oh, he was, but then some stuff happened, and now they said he can't join."